How's everyone doing?
All right.
Not too
Good, man.
shabby, not too shabby.
Got a new car, bro, with the Giovanni Rams.
Let's go.
Well, that's true, dude. That this guy has something new going on. New wheels. Who this?
Was that the car that you sent in that video when you're at the gas
Yeah,
station?
bro. Me and Jake fucking went to Boise to go pick it up, and we went to a gas station, and this lady hooked us up with like $30 of chicken tenders.
Bro,
Damn.
I asked for like 3 chicken tenders, and we must have caught him at a good time because they gave us like 16, bro. No shot, like this big ass box, dude.
Probably about to throw them out. So you just have these.
And potato wedges, dude. They just gave him the rest, and it was like double.
Like we're about to close this shit down, so just take
Yeah.
it all.
It was kind of wild.
I mess with potato wedges. You said $30 worth. I was about to say that's about 3 chicken tenders in this day.
It was a lot, dude.
They gave me like 2 chickens, basically, bro.
I went and bought so my son was here one day just by himself. The girls were gone. I went and bought that kid a Happy Meal, and that shit was $8.
For a Happy Meal, that's like an
that's
appetizer,
crazy.
bro.
And I said, we're not coming to McDonald's anymore. Sorry.
Bro, it's not even that good. Like,
no,
for the prices now, it's like it's not good.
That's what I mean. It's like McDonald's, you know what you offer, right? Like the only reason people came to you because it was cheap. Now it's, I'll spend the extra $5 to go and get a nice burger.
They still provide toys in those things?
Yeah.
Pokemon cards, my guy.
Yeah, Pokemon cards.
Is that what they're giving out these days?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Can you get like a really good card, or are they just sending out like this is like
the trash packs?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, most of the cards that are valuable are ones that they mess up in the factory. So if you get a messed up card,
like if it's not printed perfectly,
like misprints.
Oh, that would
like
suck.
One of one.
Eddie would know.
It can only be a grade 8, dude, just mainly because it was printed wrong. That would suck.
It's not quite, if the card isn't centered, and if you went and got it graded, it could actually dock the value of your card.
Because they know it's a blemish?
Because it's not perfect. What's a 10 out of 10? It's a perfect, right? And if the card is miscentered, then you're not going to get that PSA 10.
A 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah. You know, you're all looking for them 10s, baby.
Who's the one that determines the grade? Like, who established the rules?
It's there's Beckett, which is a grading company, and then PSA is one, and they're just companies that grade stuff. And they don't just grade cards, man. They grade like people take in like, you know, brand new video games or comics or what. You could grade just about anything, bro.
But they're not just hiring someone off the street that's saying, yo, that looks crooked as fuck.
But I'm saying is, why do they get, like, who gives them the authority to be the ones that determine the good grade of a card?
They've already built up their reputation enough, so people trust them.
It's just like anything else,
bro.
Going back to what Jake said, Jake, how you said like who sets, like, what were they doing to make them be like the grading experts, right? Like,
they just apply,
not, bro. It's just like StockX. Like, people be sending in their fake shoes, and sometimes they get passes. Like,
what do you mean they get passes? I don't know a whole lot about that.
Well, StockX was under a lot of flack for a while because a lot of the shoes that people were sending in to get graded were actually fakes, and they were like letting like a ton of them go through. So,
like saying that they were real.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh yeah, this is our, you know, has our stamp of approval," and it's just like, well, fuck, man, these are fake.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. I think you run into that with jewelry though, even like jewelers.
Anything
like Gucci clothes, Gucci bags.
Whose phone is ringing?
It is mine, bro. My phone.
Can you dial it in, bro?
Sorry, it wasn't my phone. It was my computer.
Hey, welcome to
UnInformed, to wake up,
where we still haven't figured out how to properly conduct one of these things. We'll figure it
Alright.
out though. But we appreciate
Maybe
you all
by
for
episode
tuning in.
100.
Eddie was able to buy a new car because of your support. So keep hitting that subscribe button. Keep hitting that like button. Keep sharing.
My turn next.
Our intro keeps getting further and further in.
What do you mean?
The intro.
Oh, yeah, we're doing introductions
Like
like halfway through the
5
cat.
minutes in, bro.
At
5
the end
minutes
of
in,
the
that's
podcast.
that's not that far.
I dig
in.
it. I dig it though. I mean, in the scheme of things, it's true because we are at it for hour plus.
Most of the time they don't even do an introduction.
True, they just roll right into it.
I feel like we've been doing a pretty good
That's
job.
why you should subscribe, because we give introductions.
We should just stop doing introductions. Just
Oh.
start talking, you know?
Unsubscribe because we're gonna stop.
Don't do that. Don't listen to Jake.
Yeah.
Logically speaking,
Don't listen to Jake.
don't listen
Right.
to me.
But appreciate everyone. And we're into it. Yes, sir.
What's on the agenda?
I mean, Eddie, can you like turn the noise off of your fucking phone?
I did.
Jesus,
typing
bro,
on-
hit the,
no, dude,
hit the
he's
mute
typing on
button
his
on your
computer.
computer.
Oh,
Ooh.
got it.
Oh, we got Mel. We're
Oh my
fuck-
God,
we're in
man.
shambles, bro.
Yo, you're such a boomer.
You see me
cow.
at work, bro.
That's crazy. I'm just
That's
kidding.
gonna be
you
the
get the-
funniest shit I've ever seen, dude.
Did you get the intro in or
you just
what?
hear, you just hear a bunch of clickety clacking and whoop.
Who are you texting?
Huh?
Who are you texting?
Oh, one of my buddies from Washington tried to FaceTime me.
Oh. What, he needs some recommendations for his fantasy football team?
No, a lot of people out there just found out that I wrecked my car. So
Oh, really? You don't
Yeah.
stay in touch with a lot of them?
I do, but I'm not really trying to like say, oh yeah, I fucking rolled my car and broke my shit.
And they'll be like, oh, again?
Uh,
that. Hmm.
Oh, you told me this shit like 6 months ago.
For real.
Yeah.
Speaking of agenda, I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and bring it up because I've been kind of following. Has anyone been following the situation in Gaza at all?
Yeah, we're fucked.
It's kind of crazy, huh?
Yep.
It's like it's really kind of spiraled out of control.
Wait, they hit that hospital?
yeah,
the
that's
one?
the last thing I saw.
Yeah, hit the hospital, and then I think Israel is just dropping bombs on them now. Just
That's
pretty
crazy,
much-
bro.
pretty much trying to, well, what I was just reading is they're trying, essentially their plan is to try and get all of the Palestinians to Egypt's border for safety, and then Egypt's like, we're not letting people through. Like, that's just going to put us in the crossfire. So they're just kind of like stuck.
They're pinched, bro.
And then I think Iran just came out and said, like, the US steps in, it's going to get crazy.
Yeah, but do they even have nuclear warheads?
I have no idea. That's
Bro,
don't.
It's 2023, bro. Who doesn't these days?
Well, I mean, if they don't, then they're not really as big. Like if they, that's why the United States was always like willing to, meddle in other people's affairs, right? Because they're like, we got the nukes and you don't, right? But if they don't, then I could see the United States going in there and, it was just like 9/11, right? They didn't have, Iran and all those other countries didn't have nukes. So I don't know. I could be ignorant to the topic, but I don't know who exactly has nuclear capabilities, right?
I don't think Iran does.
They still don't.
I don't think they do. But the crazy thing, I was listening to somebody talk about, and they're saying what the terrorist group or the freedom fighters, Hamas, is like, I feel like they wouldn't have done this without kind of like knowing that it could escalate to the US being involved, right? So we back Israel.
Yeah, I don't know,
Like
man.
they have to have something planned.
I don't
Or
really
maybe they
know.
don't. Maybe it's just like, hey, we've had enough. The crazy thing is, and I don't know. Again, I don't know a whole lot about it. The thing is, like, I'm reading stuff, and a lot of the stuff that's coming out apparently is not even accurate. Like what the news is reporting, and who dropped the bomb on the hospital, and they're disputing that. And there's apparently like a call that came out that was some Hamas dudes saying that it was an accidental or a missile that failed, and then people are saying that that wasn't actually people from Hamas based off of their accents. It's like, bro, you have no idea what's going on.
It's because they're just trying to push the agenda. Whatever agenda they're trying to push, they're just going to push that narrative. I mean,
Yeah, bro, what's new?
yeah. I mean, what
It's
else? What else?
crazy.
You're listening to the mainstream media, bro. They're just going to feed you with the bullshit they want you to believe.
I mean, I'm not listening to any of that. I was just kind of bouncing around to different places, and it's like, I don't think anybody has an idea of what's going on. Like, I don't even understand how all of that happens without having some indication of it leading up to it, right? There had to have been some intelligence on it,
Haven't
possibly.
they been fighting for like since the beginning of time?
They've been fighting for a while. Not since the beginning of time, but it's been for a minute.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I just think that eventually, it's just like the United States and the Ukraine. Honestly, that's the one that's scared because eventually, bro, they're gonna be fucking over there just poking the bear, and then Putin's gonna be like, fuck you all, like kill everybody, and then just blows up the world because he wasn't able to get the Ukraine, bro.
Yeah. But it's just that's the scariest part is there's so much going on. Like you don't even right now you don't even hear about what's going on over there. And that's probably the more concerning one. What
Yeah,
if
it's just
what if
So it's just a
China
distraction.
decided to what if China was just like, "Oh, we're going to go ahead and just invade Taiwan now."
That'd be crazy.
And we're sending all of our resources and everything to Ukraine. Now Israel, we're going to be giving them money. I saw Biden just pledged that he was going to give them 100 million for humanitarian purposes. Like, dude,
yeah.
it's about to get crazy. I feel like.
And then like also it's I don't know why, but I thought about that. He's that UFC fighter, and he fucked up that one guy, and he's like, "I kill you, I kill everybody, I kill everybody." You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Khabib.
No, it wasn't Khabib. It was his protege, I believe.
Makachev.
I'm not sure, but it was one of them Russian guys, bro. And he was just like, "I kill everybody, I kill you, I kill everybody." I'm just like, that's how they are, bro. Like, they ain't gonna fucking. There's no surrender in them, bro. It's like surrender or we'll blow you up. And they're like, not if we blow each other up first. Like, there's no surrender in them, bro.
Yeah, dude, it's. I tried not to look. I tried to like avoid it just because I'm like I can't be looking at this stuff. It's so depressing.
I was reading about an article like talking about what to do if there's nuclear explosions, just in case, you know.
What did it say?
Find the vault, bro. Find the vault.
Basically like you want to stay inside. Uh don't look at it because that shit can blind you up to like 13 miles away and like 26 miles if it's dark outside. Keep your mouth open so that your ears don't rupture because the what is it? Like the vibration will fucking rupture your eardrums.
For real?
And basically you try to stay inside for at least 24 hours till the fallout
What?
like rests and shower and don't touch anything basically.
That's crazy. I'm gonna have to look that up because I
Yeah,
think
it
that's
says
probably
to
good
like
information now.
stay inside, try to get away from windows because it'll bust the windows in. That's pretty much it.
3 games into a study guide, baby. Let's go.
What of so if let's just say like potentially let's say there was a nuke that was coming to the United States. Where would they shoot them at? Like what would
Probably
be the
like,
targets?
One of the coasts.
don't you think it would be like Washington?
Well, I'm thinking in terms of just where everything is placed, right? Russia is on isn't Russia closer to the West Coast? Or does it matter? Can they have the
I
possibility
think
like they have the
technically, yeah,
ability
it's
to reach
closer to the
anywhere?
West Coast.
I don't think it matters, bro. Can't like them bombs like reach land in like minutes?
I have
Yeah,
no idea.
it said that was another thing that the article said. It said if there was a nuclear attack, we would have like 30 minutes before it hit. Like they would know, and then we would have 30 minutes to react before it hit.
30 minutes?
Yeah, that's crazy.
What
That's
did
why I
you-
was reading that article, bro. I was like, I don't know, like what the fuck would you even do in that situation?
What did you do in 30 minutes?
Like
to
you
say
get an
that?
alert, and then it's like, holy shit.
What is
What would
so
you
bro, what does that look like? So let's just say like, all right, we turn on the news and it's like there's a nuclear, or do they even say anything? They're just like, we're not gonna say anything, we're just sending ours too. Like, is that what it looks like? Like,
Bro,
are we just
I feel like they would have to say something.
Yeah.
If they don't say anything, then the public is gonna be like, why didn't you fucking warn us?
there's not gonna be a public.
I mean, it won't
Dude.
kill everyone,
Yeah, I don't know.
just the people in the closest vicinity.
Well, think about what can happen after though, okay? So let's say these nukes blow, like they explode, right? It can cause a chain reaction of all these other things. All of a sudden, like the super volcanoes are erupting because maybe the vibration, the explosion, it's gonna fuck up a bunch of water, fuck up a bunch of resources, right?
Yeah,
There are many even if we were able to, what is it? When you intercept them, right? Those are going to explode.
intercepted.
Yeah, they're going to explode over a huge body of water, fuck up whatever was in the water, right? Our ecosystem is already going to be in big trouble. Who knows what it does to the ozone layer, right? So, I mean, we even if they did stop it in the middle of the ocean, we're really going to be hurting.
That's crazy, bro.
How
Bro,
long do you think?
that's
How long do you think they've been sitting on these like missiles and stuff, dude? Like they're collecting dust, obviously, but how long
what do you mean
think
how long they've been sitting
like?
on them since they made them?
I mean, I'm just curious. Like, do they? I feel like for them to sit that long, like they're like they stay ready. I guess does that mean like I don't know if that question came off wrong or not, but or do they have to like test them, make sure that they're gonna work, or like
Well, they
Like,
they
they're gonna be
definitely do
dust.
nuclear testing.
like they're like, hey, look, we stay strapped, but when
Like, do they
time
have to
comes,
refresh them?
yeah, some kind of like, hey, we got to make sure these things are still, green light.
They're nuclear weapons. I don't think they need refreshing.
It's not like a piece of like a loaf of bread, Jake. They don't
I know that's
expire.
why I didn't know how to word it, bro. I'm just saying, dude. They
You
sit
know,
there
and
for
they have
years and
people
years
ready.
and
I think
years and years, and it's just like, all right, we're just gonna
we need to
launch it and
say,
see what happens.
we need to send Dave Skylark over there, bro.
Who?
Ooh, Dave
Dave
Skylark.
Skylark.
Bro, you just killed that joke.
Yikes. My fault.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know. I did look up, so let's see here. Suppose Russia attempts an alpha strike against America or a counterforce measure to target our nuclear weapons. In that case, their initial targets will be relatively remote, with the notable exception of Washington, D.C. Here's a map of how that would look. So, Idaho's surrounded by like 4 places.
Well, there's got to be one in Nevada, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't Montana or Wyoming also be a target?
Here, you want me to show you this map?
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
True. right here.
Right as fuck.
Damn, bro. Nevada, right there, huh?
What is this?
We got a discount on.
Shout out to Mira.
Wait, what's the gray dot? What's the gray dot, bro? That's right where I'm at.
Gray dot is
Is that Salt Lake?
I think that's purple, right?
Oh, I don't know. I
Yeah,
can't
nuclear
focus.
storage depot.
Wait, where is that Salt Lake?
Thanks.
What does it say? Where's Salt Lake located?
It's like right in that area.
I think that's Nevada, bro. That ain't Utah, is it?
No, that's Utah. Nevada is the one to the left.
Yo,
dude.
Mason, you got
No,
moved.
it's pretty close.
Bro.
Dude.
That's right there.
I think we might be like right in there though, dude.
Well, look, you're we got here, here, here. I'm kind of chilling
I'm kind of chill.
a little bit.
Minuteman bases.
I don't know what all of this stuff means. Hey, people in the comments, you're gonna say that we're ignorant and we're just talking out of our ass, but put in the comments what all this stuff means. Is this what you were reading? 4 steps to surviving the immediate.
I'm a dumbass with this situation, this topic. So clearly from my question earlier.
The first impulse many people will have is getting in their car and driving. I'm not going outside. What do you mean? Where are you going to drive to? Possible from ground zero. Problem is vehicles offer very little protection.
Wait, what's the distance that one a nuke would cover?
I have no idea.
What is that?
Can you order 4 of those? Can you order 4 of those masks?
Or what?
Go down.
Those masks.
We
What
might
masks?
need. Keep going down. You keep going up, bro.
I'm going down.
Right there, the Bane mask.
Bro.
Like this
I'm
one
gonna
we got to be in.
I'm getting one of those.
Surviving the
Oh.
aftermath. I'm gonna have to read this article all the way through. Can't do it while we're on the podcast.
That's kind of wild.
It says, but before we begin, a word of warning. What you're about to read will be grim. Yeah, we're talking about nuclear missiles hitting the United States.
This is why you live life, people.
True. Yeah, we can wrap up the topic because I'm not trying to make anybody pissed off or say anything that's insensitive. To me, I don't understand the whole fighting. I don't think Israel bombing all Palestinians is really helping the situation. It's just going to escalate it. And again, the Palestinians are pissed off because they feel like their land has been taken and they don't have anywhere that they can be at.
Probably a stupid question, but don't mess with the Zoan. Wasn't that Israel
Mhm.
versus Palestine?
Yeah.
Man, that movie did not age well, did it?
That's crazy you just brought that up. I was just listening to somebody talk about it. Where's he from? He's Palestinian.
He's from Israel.
And then the girl that he works for is it vice versa?
Vice versa, I believe.
But they like fall in love and they're like trying to bring everything together.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But also, like, if you're going to be in here, like, if anybody shows up and says anything in the comments, like, if you're expecting 4 jackasses to figure it out, like, the people that are in charge, they still haven't figured it out. They can't figure it out. That's why it's led to this. All right? So I don't want to hear people in the comments chirping, blah, 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 ignorant. Put us on. We're uninformed. Which it seems like everybody else is, because at this point they're just dropping bombs on each other and just like, well, we're just going to kill everybody, which is just not the right way to handle things. And that's that. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, it's
Thanks.
it's kind of crazy to think how like people think they have these answers, right? But at the end of the day, like, do you really think?
You don't have the answers, Sway. You don't have the answers.
Yo,
I don't think. I honestly think they're not looking for them either.
no.
I honestly believe that.
Like part of me feels like, and again, I don't want to, I'm just giving my sense as to what kind of what I see, right? Maybe the group that's fighting against Israel, like they have terrible intentions, right? Like I don't stand for any type of terrorist or anything. But like part of me is like, I feel like Israel is just, or almost like it was almost like this kind of like waiting for this to where it's like, all right, now we can just eradicate this whole, we can just eradicate all of these people and have our own area where we live, which is, I don't know. I don't know.
Hasn't the concept of war always been about three things, and it's either been about land, God, and I'm sure I'm missing one more.
Yeah, you said 3.
I know. I'm pretty sure.
Quick maps.
It's like land, religion, and that's, I mean,
Land, religion, and uh,
We'll come
it's like
back.
oil resources.
resources. Yeah. People are resources too. So,
Yeah, facts.
I don't know, man. I don't, but then again, like we don't really have any dogs in the fight either. Like none of us are Jewish, none of us are Muslim. I just think it's, I have a hard time, like especially with religion. It's like I have a hard time like trying to defend these things. It's like stories. I don't know how real any of it is, right? Like I'm trying to, I understand having faith in certain things, but that's where I struggle. It's like I see these things and you're doing it because it's something that you believe, and it's like, well, I don't know, that it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Well,
Like
Like
you're
they're willing to
defending these
kill somebody for their religion.
like, yeah, to based off of like just stories and things that have existed over a very long time that you can't even validate.
it's the same thing about politics, though. People are killing each other about their political beliefs.
Yeah. But I get, again, that's why I was never really into politics. I just don't really, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. It's like,
People will kill each other for just about. Sports is the same way, bro.
bro, I've been seeing crazy videos of people getting in fights at games.
Mm-hmm.
Like getting, like I just watched one, it was the Chargers and Cowboys, and this dude was like getting his head bashed in.
Crazy.
It's like,
That's nuts.
Do you think that like the stuff that's going on in the world like plays a part in that? Like it somehow like subconsciously like gets into people's heads, and so they just like they get more violent because there's
the
more
anger,
violence happening.
possibly.
Or we're just animals.
It's true.
I don't know.
That's like I actually read an article about that. Like it was regarding like suicide. Like when a famous person either dies or like kills himself, the rates of suicide go up after that.
Really?
Yeah, because um I don't know why, but it's like they can relate more.
It's like almost like if they admire them, they're like, well, my person who I admired did it, you know.
Yeah.
If you're admiring them, then you'll probably be like, well, if they did it, I can do it.
Where are you finding these articles?
Bro, I read that so long ago. I don't know.
Really?
I have no clue. Yeah. It was when Robin Williams passed away.
Dang.
It's kind of crazy to think. I still sometimes think like I totally forget that he passed, bro. And in the manner of which he did pass. I'm like, dude, that's kind of crazy to think about.
I That's a tough one, man. The Robin Williams one was like I feel like that was one that was so unexpected.
Yeah.
Most of them probably are, to be honest, right?
What are the most recent ones? By suicide, because a lot of them are like I feel like a lot of the ones now are overdose or shootings.
True. I don't know. I haven't really heard about anybody like famous.
I think the last person who passed who was like everyone was really sad about was probably Mac
Power
Miller.
Ranger guy. Oh,
No, that was, I mean, that was a couple years ago. That was a drug related though. Juice
Yeah,
World was after that.
Yeah.
wasn't that Power Rangers dude last year?
yeah, my guy Jason David Frank.
Was that a suicide? So
Mhm.
how do you go to Mac Miller and you skipped over your guy?
I don't know. I just think about people who pass incidentally, right? Or even if it was intentional, right? Um, people always especially with overdoses, man, like how do you know, right? If it was incidental or um, intentional. And with the drugs that are out now, like fentanyl is killing so many people. So
Yeah.
many people.
True.
The opioid pandemic has just been absolutely brutal, really since COVID started. And fentanyl really amplified that, right? So, like, if you think about it, how many people have passed in that? And with the pandemic happening, so many people were sad, bro. Like, it was the peak, right? Of people deleting themselves. And, maybe that was a way they're like, well, maybe if I overdose, it won't look this way, you know? Um,
True.
Yeah, it's hard to make a determination on if it was accidental or intentional.
mhm. Yeah. And it's crazy, man. Like, I was in Washington when a lot of that was going, and I knew a handful of people who would pass that way, and it's kind of crazy, man. Because there was a huge drug problem there already, right? Then with everything being closed, the city was closed. Everyone was like,
That
couldn't find
isolation, bro. That
dude. Yeah,
isolation just fucking
it was
brings you
crazy.
down.
It was
Well,
crazy. That and you couldn't find toilet paper, bro. You couldn't even wipe your ass properly.
I mean, I just think about kind of my experience. Like, I think that was probably the lowest point that I was ever at, and I wasn't even drinking at that point. Imagine if I was. Like, I thank goodness I wasn't using any substance. Like, I, I could have surprisingly I got out of it. I was in a terrible spot, bro. I was like 280, wasn't going outside at all, wasn't doing shit. And
Yeah, man. And everyone has those feelings, I think, but I think that's why it's also really important. And this is why too, when people talk about, you don't realize how lucky we are because we have people that we can come to. During that time, there are so many people who didn't have anyone to turn to. Like, people would be in the gym just to be around other people because they had no one else. Think
but
about
that's
that.
good. That's good.
Right?
Those
But the thing
people,
is that they had no one to talk to. They had no one to talk to. They had no one to express how they're feeling. And so if you think about that, like, how fortunate are we that we have each other to kind of like, hey, I'm feeling this way, I'm feeling that way. When a good percentage of people in the United States don't have that. Someone that they could rely with or
but
rely on
that's not just for COVID. That's just
in general. But it just really amplified that, though, Like, some people were okay with just getting away with that, but then something like that happens where all of a sudden, like, you have to isolate yourself, quarantine, and you're just like in this little bubble by yourself, nowhere to go, you know?
I think,
It's
well, yeah, I mean, that definitely had a huge impact on it, but I also think it was the the polarization of whether you're going to be the person that's staying inside or you're going to be the person that's going outside. Like, that really pit a lot of people against each other. And I think that's where a lot of people kind of like even more so isolated themselves just because they decided to take a stance on like, I'm not going to go around people because I don't want to get someone sick. You know, I want to be responsible. And then there's other people who are like, well, I got to go and live my life. And then boom, heads clash. And then you have those people that are isolated and then they feel like they definitely don't have anybody to talk to because now they're pitted against. That's where the ideologies and stuff. That's, dude. I think about that time. That was so crazy. That's crazy that whole situation even happened.
Yeah. So weird.
I couldn't even watch a movie, bro.
What do you mean? Like go to the movie theater?
Couldn't do anything.
Yeah,
I was still going to work.
In the worst spot. You're in Washington, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was crazy, bro. That and like, you know, it's crazy though. Like, you weren't able to do any of that, but man, like, dating was like crazy then because people were just dating. They were just meeting up left and right. Like, it was crazy. I've never seen so many like dating stories or heard of so many dating stories in my life in Washington till that time period happened. Like, it's kind of crazy. I was like, damn, bro, everyone's out here dating.
You're the only one, bro, because that's
the only way to freaking interact.
Yeah.
Leave it up to Eddie to bring up dating while we're talking about COVID and substance abuse.
Hey, man. Life goes on.
What? That's a statement. That's a statement you make after that.
Way to end, bro.
No, man, I'm just saying, right? People were going out and doing their thing because eventually, like, maybe dating was the only way they can get out as well, you know.
Bro, if you're about to die, man, you gotta, yeah. You're about to, you're on your last leg. Gotta find someone.
That would be the first thing I'd turn to is dating. Because then you're just like, you're looking for, like, you already know if you're on one of those sites, those people are looking for somebody, like, they don't really care a whole lot about it, right? They want to be around someone. Easy. Quick. If I was single, bro, I would have been running through people. No, I'm just kidding.
I think it could have been a few things. I think it could have been.
This guy's
all of it was just to hook up. I think some people could have just been lonely.
Bro, you know they have like this I don't know if it's a website or something, but you can sign up just to be somebody's friend and they'll pay you.
Wait.
That's pretty wild.
Like you just apply, you're just like the friendly guy and like they pay you to be their friend.
Yo, I need that link. I'll be anybody's friend, bro.
That concept is pretty cool.
Dude, they do the same thing in Japan, bro. Like people do things to like the host clubs and stuff like that. You're paying these people to party with you.
I mean, send me an application. I'll fill that shit out right now. Yo, I was just okay. Oh, hold on. I was just looking. What was I scrolling? I think I was looking on Instagram and it popped up in the stories. And it was like, remember Mom was telling us about that thing getting paid to shit or something like that? Send your shit in.
Yeah, I applied for that.
Popped up. So they're like accepting applications again. I'm like, yo, I'm about to get on that.
Bro, they denied me. I don't know what kind of like specific criteria they're looking for, bro, because I feel like I have good shits.
What kind of questions did they ask you? Do you remember?
Yeah, they ask you like they're looking for like a specific age group, like younger. I think it was like 18 to like 30. And like they're looking for like athletic people. And then they ask you like certain questions about your diet, like what you eat.
Damn, bro, my window's closing up. I gotta freaking apply soon.
What's the
Bro, maybe I'll put in another app.
It was like
so yeah, they're like it's this company they use like the bacteria, like certain people have like sicknesses that can be cured with the bacteria that's in your gut. And so they use your shit to like develop
Those bacteria.
medications, I guess. I don't really know exactly, but
Here, let me see here. Says,
so you shit in a bag basically, and you mail it to them, and they pay you $500 every time you take a shit.
Every time you mail it to them.
Yeah, every time they get a delivery,
yeah, so
Dude,
and that you could be shitting 5 times a day, bro. That's
it's
2,500 bucks.
Yeah.
bro.
it says here, according to a clip, prospective stool donors simply go to this website where they can earn an eye-popping $500 per stool donation. If you're having a bowel movement every day that extrapolates nice out to $180,000 a year.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro. Why do you think I signed up?
it's a major problem that a vast majority of people in modern society are in poor health and have damaged gut microbiome. To help maintain people's fecal librium, dude, these guys are coming up with the cons, bro. Oh my god. Human Microbes is trying to that's the organization trying to find people who are healthy enough to be high quality stool donors and connect them with doctors, researchers, clinical trials, and individuals who need to rebalance their gut microbiome. Yo, I'm filling out a nap after this. That's for sure.
So you would think that they would ask you for a test
Like a
of
sample.
a sample of your poo-poo to see if you qualify.
Yeah.
Because you could eat like shit and you could be shredded because a lot of it's genetics. Like, geez, bro, this freaking guy's like shit is like a bar of gold.
Yeah,
It's
I was
just
wondering
full
if it's like if there's like
bacteria.
a certain food that you have to eat for your microbiome to be like at the level they want it to be at. I don't know.
Taco Bell.
Like yogurt.
Taco Bell.
Taco
Eddie's
No
application's
way,
getting
dude.
denied immediately.
I'm not even
I haven't
looking
had
at
Taco
you.
Bell in years.
No,
bro.
they specifically ask you like how often do you have diarrhea? So you can't be eating Taco Bell, bro. No way.
No.
Okay, you already checked out.
Taco
Eddie.
Bell. I haven't had Taco Bell in years, bro. I actually talked to Robert the night that I had that Taco Bell and was sick as I thought I was fucking dying, bro.
Mhm,
Bro,
I remember that.
Actually went there like 4 days ago, and it was actually good. It was fire.
Haven't
I still
haven't
eat it.
eaten
I still
since.
eat it.
It's just what you eat. It's what you order,
Bro,
Eddie.
beefy melt burrito and a
Yeah,
crunchy
what do you
taco.
get, Eddie?
Eddie be eating a
This-
bunch of shit, dude. That's why he got sick and he's eating in the middle of
Dude,
the night.
a bunch of shit.
Bro, I
Taco
think
Bell
it just
shit,
depends
dude.
on the location, bro. I feel like, and that's kind of
Certain
how it is
Taco
with
Bells
any
are
restaurant.
better.
Yeah, dude. I
No,
noticed
that's a
this. Like,
fact. It's a fact.
there's this Taco Bell like over here, and then there's one across the town, and like the one across town is always terrible, but the one
Yeah.
here is like it's pretty good. Just depends on like who works there, you know?
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of times it's just on the employees. If they don't give a shit, then
They're probably new, dude, because they take their sweet time making it. Like they're really careful about it. Where they
Make
don't
it
get,
with love.
they're not at that point yet where they're like, all right, I don't give a shit like how this comes out. I'm just gonna make it to make it.
They're pushing the cheese thing. The cheese, you know how the nacho cheese dispenser, like if you're pouring ketchup, right?
Yeah.
Fucking just dropping it in one spot rather than throughout the whole
Bro,
tortilla.
oh, I hate that so much. You bite into it, it's just straight cheese.
Dude,
Oh!
that's
Yeah, no, I can't do it anymore.
yeah. That's not it, bro. That's like the most triggering stuff is when you go into like to one of those fast food places and they mess it up. It's like, what's the point? Like I came here to at least get something that like I could get down, and like you still fuck it up, and you don't even have to do that much. Like it's pre-made shit.
Are you confronting them or not?
Oh, 100%, bro. I went in one night. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? And he's like, because he gave me, I ordered a Sprite for my kids, went through the drive-through, didn't give me a Sprite, said that they were out. I walked in, I was like, yo, this is not a Sprite. He said, oh yeah, we're out of Sprite in the drive-through.
What?
What the fuck are you talking about? There's a Sprite machine right there. That was legit what they said.
I'm like, take your ass around the counter, go fill this shit up, dude.
No, dude,
Bro,
this
the
McDonald's
shit that
over
people
by
come
us
up
is,
with.
bro, there was one point at this McDonald's, for sure you were gonna go there, they were gonna fuck something up. Guaranteed.
That's
sucks,
Just
bro.
like every single freaking ice cream machine at every McDonald's is broken. after 10
Someone
o'clock.
sued them. Someone sued them and said,
For
"Hey,
their ice
why
cream
is
being broken.
yeah?"
You might as well take
It-
that shit out of those out of
It
your
wasn't
restroom.
because it was broken, dude. They stopped serving it at a certain time so they can clean them out.
Or it's like you go to Applebee's or not Applebee's, you go to Arby's and try and get the apple turnover, and they don't have them after 8 o'clock.
I don't
No,
think I've ever ordered
ran
one
out.
of those.
I didn't even know
I've
they
never
had
ordered
those.
one.
Bro.
Yeah,
Chelsea
dude,
likes
apple turnover. That's
Yeah,
new.
I
That's new for me.
went to Arctic Circle probably at the
Six.
end of summer, and I got just a milkshake looking thing, and I asked for a cookies and cream one, and they gave me a peanut butter one, and I was like, "Hey, dude, like this is what I asked for," and they're like, "Oh yeah, we were out of the cookies and cream one, so we gave you
Bro,
that one instead." And I
What
was
if you're
like,
allergic to fucking peanuts,
That's
bro?
milk- milkshake
exactly what
looking
I
thing?
said. I was like, I could have been allergic to peanuts. You could have fucking killed someone, you idiot. And dude,
Yo,
it's crazy. Like people don't think about that.
you could have got some
Deathly
money.
allergic to peanuts. I should have been like, I'm allergic to peanuts. My throat's swelling up.
I'm no bullshit. I'm about to walk into a fast food restaurant one day when I see like maybe like a wet spot and no sign up. I'm about to slip on that shit and bust my ass, dude, just for $1.
My neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack.
For real. All right.
For real.
All right. Let's get back onto some topics here. We were talking about fentanyl. Did you see that the Sinaloa Cartel actually said no more producing it? If you do, you're gonna die. We're gonna
Really?
That ain't gonna stop them, bro.
Do you think that that's like that they just made that statement to try and like
And that's
clear
one
their asses a little bit? Sinaloa Cartel is like the major cartel though.
That's like
Yeah.
the big one, bro.
That's one cartel, though. Now imagine if all these other cartels were like, fuck you. All of a sudden, all these other cartels have a truce to take over that one. They would easily win.
Yeah, that's true. Yo,
'Cause
we
they're
need to
like,
get
"We'll make
we need to
you
get in.
$50."
Like, do any of us have family members that could get us in?
I don't think we should disclose that, even if we did.
Yeah, it's a club, bro. What do you mean?
We'll talk about it after the show.
Sorry.
At
Yeah.
a restaurant, do you got dinner reservations? Anybody know somebody?
I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, man. Brother be hurting out here. I'm like, damn, I might have to reach out to some freaking relatives or something down there and see what's going on.
No
You know?
shot. No shot.
You know, I might just I can bring in a little bit of morality to it, right? Like, hey, we're not going to be producing this. All right, we're going to shift our focus to this, right? Because people aren't dying, but they still want to buy it. They still want to get their shit off. All right, come on.
You might as well ask them if they want an HR.
Let's clean up this coke. Let's get the best product that we can out. All right.
You say so.
Out here.
Like HR, and they're gonna be like home runs. Yeah, no shot, bro.
No. Yeah, I just saw that. They said that and I was like, there's no way they're gonna stop producing. They're just probably trying to get America off their ass.
Even then, though, there's nothing America would do anyway because they're their biggest consumer in drugs.
Yeah.
So all these
Crazy.
politicians get their money, bro. Never listen to System of a Down? They were all about that.
I was so busy banging my head, bro. I couldn't listen to the lyrics.
Wake up.
Bro.
Yeah. That was the one thing I wanted to bring up just because we were talking about fentanyl. If we're gonna stay on the topic of drugs, there was also the investigation about LeBron James and his wife being involved in like performance enhancing drugs.
Like what? Like Adderall?
So there were two Adderall. What?
I could totally see you performing well on Adderall. I did my Super Smash Bros tournament on Adderall and I got like 7th.
No, it's so
Didn't
this is
take
what
enough.
it was.
I know.
It was apparently so it was one of his associates or two of his associates were involved in remember all of the stuff that let me see here. LeBron James, longtime friend and business manager Ernest Mims as well as trainer David Alexander, were named in an unearthed documents as clients of Biogenesis. And Biogenesis scandal. What's going on?
Like HGH, bro.
No, the Biogenesis, I believe they were involved with Alex Rodriguez.
I was gonna say that sounded.
The names
awfully-
Ryan Braun and Nelson Cruz were never the same because of the scandal, as the findings led to the suspension of 21 players from Major League Baseball, an original 200-plus game suspension for Alex Rodriguez. Yeah. So there was apparently, his name was just brought up in an investigation, LeBron James and his wife. But that kind of just like made me wonder, it's like, should we really care if like professional athletes are using performance enhancing drugs? Wouldn't that just make the game better?
Everyone would have to be taking it then.
Well, yeah, but I feel like most people probably are taking something, some form of performance enhancing drug. Jeez, I'm just gonna say PED. I keep fucking it up.
I don't know. I think you should try to keep it as fair as possible.
Why?
What do you think? What do you
if
think
they're
they
all using it? Like let's just okay. So this is. I'll take you through my thoughts and then I'll let you guys give your opinion. So the way I see is like, all right, well, think about baseball when they were freaking knocking nukes out of the park, man. Like that was fun to watch. The baseball now is lame to me. Baseball's lame to me. Chill, people, baseball fans, chill. All right, it's not even a freaking sport. So
Stop.
all right. Back on topic.
About a
now.
lot
Pump
of
the brakes.
topics.
Pump the brakes.
All right. Oh,
hold on.
the Big Show was also named in it. But okay, but back on. Sorry, yeah, I'm gonna get cooked for saying that.
That's the stuff that's gonna get us.
Yeah, not us talking about wars and stuff, but me saying that baseball's not a sport.
What makes you
I feel
think
like
it's not a
people are.
sport?
I feel like people are offended because, like, in their heads, they know it's not a sport. Like,
What makes
okay,
you say it's
okay.
not a sport?
Either way. All right, but think about it. If all of them were allowed to use performance enhancing drugs, they're not going to be sitting as much. They're going to be able to recover better, right? They're going to be able to play more games throughout the year. Let's say basketball. Like right now, the big thing is like the star players sitting in games and fans being disappointed that they're not going to see their favorite player, blah, 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 right? So we're helping that. If we're in football, like let's think about football. If these dudes are freaking all just jacked up, crushing each other, like, yeah, that's a problem. But hey, let's give them some performance enhancing drugs. Maybe they'll be able to recover a little bit better too. And we don't have to worry about these injuries piling up. We're all on the same playing field. They're all allowed to do it, right? Make the game way more interesting. We can even raise the hoops up to 12 feet. Like they'll be jamming on 12-foot hoops, bro.
Is the NBA on NBC or some shit?
That shit would be crazy.
I'm just saying, like they're professional athletes. They don't have anything to do. Their job is to compete. Performance enhancing drugs help them enhance their performance.
You'd be watching people kill themselves.
How?
Dude,
in basketball, people taking performance enhancing drugs, they're already killing themselves. What are you talking about?
No, bro, not to that degree. Like
if they're all on the same thing, they're all going to be colliding at the same speed that they are right now.
It doesn't
and they're
matter.
going to be able to recover better.
It's just just taking it to the next level.
Steroids don't recover your brain.
It doesn't have to be
Take that shit to the next level.
HGH, whatever. It doesn't help regrow your brain.
Okay, well let's not talk about football. Football is a whole different story. Like it doesn't matter if they're running into each other right now and killing themselves. Like that's already a problem. The sport's already turning into a weenie show. Like we see these quarterbacks taking hits and they're like flag. Like he accidentally tripped on the defender. Like roughing the passer. Like. Dude, the sport's already done. This shit's going to turn into 7v7 anyways. All right? Like, there's not going to be a lineman. There's not going to be a running back. It's just going to be 7v7, pretty much what it is right now, right? But let's think about basketball. Baseball with people on roids would be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, but roids still destroy your body. You're still killing people.
So
We're not making them take it.
I'm not.
We're not making them take it.
Yeah, I'm not saying like
We're just saying it's an option. It's there.
It's just It's just like let's just not get rid of like. Let's just not ban them. You know.
I think. I don't
The floor's
think,
open for your opinion now.
I don't think so. Just all right, Jake. What do you think?
That's all you got to say. I don't
think
know.
you're fucking nuts, Robert.
Why?
Yeah, dude, you're crazy.
How?
Because you're killing people.
Bro, it doesn't have to be steroids. If it's there's way more performance enhancing drugs outside of steroids.
I've never heard of a HGH that was beneficial for you in the long run.
Do you know all about performance enhancing drugs?
I'm just saying I'm willing to bet that there's not one that can guarantee that your body won't reject it or deteriorate at some point. Right? It's a drug.
But putting your body through these intense like workouts and constantly being plagued with injuries is not bad for the body either, and not having a way to recover properly.
It is, but just because you're adding this thing to recover quicker doesn't mean it's better. It's not properly. It's not recovering more proper. It's recovering quicker.
But it's like Wolverine, bro. He recovers and
we're not made
it's fine.
Out of what's he made out of?
Adamantium.
Adamantium, bro. Yeah, we're pumping these guys full of like adamantium at that point.
Bro, what's the pros and cons? So what's the pros and cons? So pros is things are just on another level, right?
More entertaining.
Or more entertaining. Cons is what? Your life expectancy is less.
Yes, you're dying. People are dying. You're watching people die.
Bro, after they retire,
I feel like every second that I'm watching someone
anyways.
play a game, they're getting closer to dying because that's exactly what time is, Eddie.
I mean, that's exactly what we're doing now, but it's
exactly. So I just like we're not even taking performance enhancing drugs. I'm watching you die right now.
But you're comparing two, dude. You're just arguing to argue at this point. They're not the same.
Robert's on this high like YOLO trip right now.
Yeah, bro, you're crazy.
YOLO? How so? That's not crazy. I feel like that's not a crazy stance to take.
Dude, so you can have
it is.
I feel like that's not a crazy stance to take.
It's pretty ridiculous.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, man, these people are dying. They're not recovering more proper. I don't know how you think that. They're just quicker.
So you're sitting here telling me that, like, let's just say if LeBron James is taking performance enhancing drugs, like look at the longevity in his career.
Let's say he's not.
Yeah, I could use the same argument.
His career is as long as he is right now.
I don't want. Here's the thing.
That he would have had a shorter career.
Here's the thing. I don't want to sit here and have this conversation when we have
what ifs.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to have this conversation when we have institutions and our government telling us that it's safe to take vaccines. How safe is it?
I mean,
I'm not. I feel like my argument is just alcohol, bro.
I thought we were talking about PEDs, bro.
That shit's the most dangerous drug out there.
Weed.
Opioids, dude. Look at Big
Anything
Pharma.
could be.
How many people do they kill?
You know what the biggest drug of them all is? You want to know?
Life.
Chocolate.
Sugar.
Yeah.
Diabetes.
Sugar is crazy, bro. Actually.
Yeah, it is crazy. I don't know. I'm just saying. I think you'd.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I don't have any problem with them taking performance enhancing drugs if they want to. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Two things. One, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Two, we'll agree to disagree.
I'm putting down what you're picking up.
You're not picking it back up. Come on, man. I don't know.
Robert came in hot today.
That's
What's the other topic?
That's just kind of what I was thinking about. What are the other topics?
What else is grinding your gears?
Jada Pinkett Smith is grinding my gears.
What she do this time?
She's making the rounds, and I don't understand. Like, okay, so is it possible that
Wait, what's she
Will
doing?
Smith, she's selling a book. She's promoting a book, but she's been like, I've been seeing her pop up on all these podcasts and stuff, and I'm just like, why do people keep giving her a platform? And then it's like, well, she's selling a book. Okay, now I understand that. And then you find out that her and Will Smith haven't been dating for like 7 years, right? Or they haven't been together. And then in my head, I'm like, okay, so all this information's coming out. She's got to have like some dirt on him or something. Like, why? I don't understand why he's going along with it.
No.
That's a good point.
So either
Maybe Will
A,
Smith is like
either A, she's got something on him. B, he's just down bad for her. C,
he's a
I can't see what's going on.
SIMP.
You think so?
I
You
don't
think
know,
that
man.
that he would be simping that? But you think the vagina's that good?
I'm
not
He hasn't
getting
had it in a very long time, but
That's what I'm saying.
But
It is
I'm just
weird.
saying,
It is
bro,
weird to see him go from like what he was doing and like the motivational stuff on his social media and things like that. And I mean, I don't really have like social media like that,
I
but
actually forgot about that stage.
I feel like he's just super quiet, man. Just
Yeah.
super quiet. He's usually
Right?
like, I remember him teaming up with a Yes Theory YouTube channel and they would do like some crazy shit, but dude, like nothing. You don't hear anything.
maybe Jada Pinkett Smith is the leader of the Ho movement in all of this.
He's just embarrassed, bro.
She's the leader of the Ho movement. There's got to be something more to it. I don't really like. Yeah, Jake has a good point because there was a period where he was like constantly in front of everybody. I mean, of course, the Chris Rock slap is going to be that kind of put a dent in him.
Yeah.
I would say, and then but also like think about her dragging him onto the red table thing and then exposing that she had a relationship with August Alsina.
Who is
Like,
that? Is that
He's a
Offset?
singer. He's a singer.
He's a singer.
Oh.
Is that Offset?
He's friends with Jaden Smith.
Oh,
But
is that what
Idiot, bro.
Take off.
yeah, take off.
Blow the brains out.
Splash.
Yeah, splash. Nice. We could do a whole podcast of ad libs from the Migos, bro.
Yeah, I love Migos, bro.
But like thinking about that whole situation, like if you think about it as her having some type of dirt on him, it makes sense. Like she was like, come onto my show and we're gonna expose this entanglement that I had with my son's friend.
Maybe
that's crazy.
Maybe Will Smith is a pedophile.
What?
Yeah, see, now we're back on to
That's
conspiracy stuff here. This is the
Dude,
stuff I like.
it has to be something massive. Like you can't say if you know, if you don't let me get what I want, then I'm gonna tell everybody you cheated on me with thousands of women. Like people aren't gonna give a shit.
Has to be something dark, bro.
Dark,
Like
bro.
Sacrificing kids.
There's gotta be something
for his youth.
Yeah. Maybe he's a leader of the Illuminati.
That's his pursuit of happiness.
Well, I just feel like it's been going on for way too long, bro. I don't know what is going on, but
yeah, that's the other thing is like
I feel like it's just like a lot of this stuff blows over, but yeah, it's.
What's the last movie he was in?
He just had one that came out on Apple TV.
Wasn't 12 Years a Slave?
No, it was a slave type movie though.
Wasn't like 7 years? Oh yeah,
Emancipation. Starts with an S. Yeah, or
Emancipation. That was last year.
Emasculation of Will Smith is what it should have been called.
Emancipation, a proclamation.
Yeah, that's one thing that's been grinding my gears. I've been seeing her bald ass pop up everywhere, bro. I'm like, what'd you do to my man, bro? You ruined I Am Legend for me. I can't ever watch that shit anymore.
Dude, that's funny that you say that. I keep thinking that. That sounds rude, but like I can't click on a movie with him.
That's just like Kevin Spacey. I can't watch movies with Kevin Spacey in it.
Yeah, but that's because he's like actual terrible people.
Well, yeah, but he's also a good actor. He could be a good. He could be a terrible person, but he's also
maybe the worser person you are, the better actor you are.
Name someone.
Because you have to go for so long as being you have to portray a regular person,
like pretending.
Leonardo DiCaprio, bro.
All right, I'll combat you with the guy that played Flash.
He sucks too. Yeah, he's just a terrible person in general.
And he's a terrible actor.
He's a terrible
Both.
Flash. I hate that movie.
So
He's over
maybe,
two.
so maybe he has like information on the director. Somebody look up the directors of the movies he's been in. Is it the same person directing?
Oh, bro, you want me? That sounds like
Now
you're
we're getting
asking us
deep.
to go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah. Now we're getting deep into it.
He's
No
over here like, I
shot,
choked
dude.
this girl out, but you remember what you did?
Wait, what is
Next
Leonardo
Nile?
DiCaprio bad for?
Ate a box of nerds out of a butthole.
Yeah, what did Leo do?
No. Oh, this is what I was gonna talk to you about. I was listening to this on a podcast, and they made like did you guys hear the conspiracy about Taylor Swift?
About her being a
She's
lesbian.
an Eagles fan.
No, about her going to the Jets game. That so she's supposed to be like an environmentalist or yeah, environmentalist, but she flies around on this private jet. There was this theory that she started this whole thing and went to the Jets game. So when you would Google Taylor Swift jet, it went from her flying on her private jet to her at the Jets
So she
game.
was dodging the question by going to the Jets game.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
crazy, bro.
Who came up with that?
Where did you hear this shit?
I listened to
I
crazy
mean,
shit
that's
online, bro.
that's smart.
I feel like you like listen to one of those YouTube channels that go into these like deep ass rabbit holes of like
I don't even
Disney
think
stories
that's
that overlap. Like you
I don't even
remember this person in this movie?
No, I don't know. I don't know if that's a real
Well,
conspiracy theory.
I
just
don't
heard-
even think that's it. If you really think about it, though, is that really that big of a conspiracy? Like she's an
No.
environmentalist, but she likes to fly on her jet. So she went to a Jets game to cover that up.
why would you need to hide that anyway?
I mean, you can't hide it. Like,
Like what if
I think
what
that's
if, what
usually
if you're
public
an
record if you're flying on
environmentalist or whatever? Like is there some bad flack from
Flying
that?
what do you mean,
flying
bro?
your own private jet is bad for the ozone.
Oh, this would be awkward.
See, I came in high. Jay came in stupid.
I don't know, dude.
Dude, but yeah, I don't really think that's I could totally see that happening. She just did it so she can kind of, you know. And then
Get people off
are
her
looking at
back.
that one picture, like, oh, you'll never believe this Taylor Swift jet picture I found. And it took me forever to find. And then she goes to the game and they're like, no, I can't find it.
Well, the problem is if you look up Taylor Swift jet, like Taylor Swift's jet has its own Instagram page, so it's not working.
Yeah.
Has its
What
own
did
Taylor
Instagram
Swift's jet has its own
page.
Instagram page, bro. That shit probably has more following than me too.
Dude, she could have a sandal with her own Instagram and it would have more followers than all of us put together.
Yeah.
That's depressing.
We're not talking about Taylor Swift anymore. We've done
You
our
brought
fair
it
share
up,
of
bro.
Taylor Swift dick riding.
It's your fault. I just looked stupid in front of everyone.
No, my bad. I did have some topics that I was writing down. So I wrote down Drake's album. I doubt any of you guys listened to it.
Nope.
I listened to it once.
And then he tied Michael Jackson for the most #1 singles on
Did he?
Billboard.
Nice.
Yeah.
Blink 182's new album comes out on Friday.
So that's another thing that I had written down was to pick up off that conversation that we were having in our group chat was best punk alternative bands. And I said, what did I say? Bowling for Soup?
You want some soup?
Something like that.
They made the Phineas and Ferb soundtrack, bro. That shit is way legendary.
It was a
did?
song.
Or is
not a-
that Fountains of Wayne?
You know, it was Bowling for Soup.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're
Okay,
talking
but-
about like one song that they made.
Okay, but let's have this serious conversation. All right. You say Blink 182.
Hands down.
Hands down.
Mhm.
You're not giving Fall Out Boy any credit, like with how popular they were.
Blink 182 happened before Fall Out Boy.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
No.
Oh.
We're
They're
talking
better.
about best bands.
I don't know. I could
Well,
think
she-
of
That's like if I named a band that came out before Blink 182, I'd automatically win. Green
no,
Day.
because
Oh, I said Green Day. Green Day came out way before Blink 182.
I don't think they did.
Okay, but Green Day would be one of the ones that would compete, right?
I would agree
Even
with
though
that.
I don't like Green Day.
I don't like Green Day
Let's
either.
just say
I would,
that.
I would agree with that, but I have to think like most. Ask my friend Google. I feel like that'd be pretty easy.
Green
Like
Day
most-
and Blink-182.
Yeah, I think Green Day would have them because that "Wake Me Up Before September Ends" song, that American Idiot album, just blew up.
When did Green Day?
Bro, that was the worst song.
Which one?
Wake Me Up When September Ends.
I never understood why people like that song. That shit is so boring.
Dude,
That shit made me not want to have my birthday in September.
Same, dude.
Are you guys' birthdays in September?
Yeah, bro, that shit always come on and be like, fuck, man, I have a birthday in September too.
Are you a Libra?
No, Virgo.
Oh,
Virgo gang.
No wonder we're always arguing, bro. That's like
Is
every
that a
girl I've ever
thing?
dated. Huh?
I don't
Is that
really
a
follow
thing?
that stuff, dude.
I just listen
Astrology.
to
Yeah.
my mentor. She tells me all about all this stuff.
Wait, do me and
horoscope.
you collide?
I guess
Do our signs collide?
Libras. I don't know actually. I don't fucking know, dude.
What's
I don't know.
yours?
Eddie asked that shit and he doesn't even know, dude. Weirdo.
Capricorn.
I just know I dated a lot of Libras and they were like the worst relationships I ever had.
All right, it's Green Day's debut studio album. So let's just go based off of when they released their first album. All right. And I've never heard of this
1987.
album. 39/Smooth? No.
No.
They had. When did Dookie come out? Dookie's not even on this list.
Dookie was like 95, 94.
94. Okay, so 39 Smooth, and then they had Kerplunk, and then Dookie. All right, so 1990 was their first album. Blink-182 first album.
94.
Eddie, you should know that.
Had
off
to
the
be.
top of your
Yeah, I
head.
was gonna say it had to be later than that.
94.
Cheshire Cat released in February 1995.
5.
Cheshire Cat? I don't think I've ever heard that either.
It's M&M's. Or no, I don't. I don't know actually. I think no, we ain't gonna take it unless it's from a government picture.
You sound like you're about to cry, bro.
I didn't know what you were
So
saying,
just like,
bro.
That's kind of how he sounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
I spit out fire.
Where are you? All right, so
Those are nuts.
I win. Green Day came out first.
Wait, was that
I'm
the
asking for the
But
number
were they
one.
more popular though?
yeah,
Just
wasn't
because
that
they
the
came out
was
first?
that even the
'Cause, like,
question?
we just had
What-
3 people on here say that they don't like Green Day.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what am I
But we all
looking
like
at? Most
Blink-182.
popular? Is it punk, alternative band, like
Might be
pop
kind of biased,
punk?
I feel like.
We'll say pop punk.
How do you categorize that? I feel like all of those I feel like those bands are all kind of the same, but I feel like the way that they're categorized is different. There's so many different categories.
Because like, does Green Day even have any like type of screaming songs?
No, neither
No.
does Blink.
No.
But
Neither did-
when's
we're
the
not
last
talking
time
about
Green
we're not
Day-
talking about screamo though.
When's the last time
that
Green
like-
Day had an album come out?
I don't know.
Green Day?
I don't think they do any. I don't think they make music together anymore. I mean,
2000
bro,
2020.
it's got to be
Father of
Blink-182 or
all
Green Day.
Mother
Those have got to be the top
truckers.
two.
It's the F word, but I use T. I use truckers.
Panic at the Disco would compete.
Ooh.
Panic at the Disco is more of a one man type of thing though now.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
he like the whole band left because that guy was such an asshole.
Is that the truth, or is he just
Mhm.
better than everybody else?
What are you? What you sound like the guy from Blades of Glory.
What does he say?
He's just Robert or what you just said. I'm trying to think. What you just said reminded me of something so like, or I'm just better than everyone else. What is that off of?
I mean,
You sound like the robot kid from Grandma's Boy. That's what he said.
is there anything wrong with that, bro?
My point is that it's
Maybe he
supposed
was wanted to surround himself with people who were on his level on the same playing field.
But
You know,
it's
back to the
supposed to be a
steroid talk.
band.
Get on my level.
Band.
That is a band. Panic at the Disco. He doesn't play the
It's
instruments.
anymore. The only reason why they still have the name is because people are going to gravitate towards Panic at the Disco, not to whatever that asshole's name is.
What's his
Okay.
name?
Like
I'm just
Brandon-
saying.
Brandon
one knows.
something,
Brandon
right?
Urie. Brandon Urie. I know his name.
I don't know him, but I know Panic at the Disco.
Brandon Urie. So they would be.
I feel like they're not as high up there.
All right. But I'm just saying, in terms of what, like, the list that I'm looking at, there's not really anybody else. I think it's Blink 182 and Green Day, Fall Out Boy, possibly, just because they were like they were very popular. But I don't think in terms of longevity, like even Fall Out Boy came out in 2001.
What about, like-
they're not putting shit out anymore.
Is
I
My
would say-
Chemical Romance in the same category?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they
They're
don't
more
really. They had like
What about-
one album that was like it had mainstream success, which was the Black Parade album.
Yeah.
What about Yellow Card?
No. They're
Nah.
like
I feel like
they're
not
like
as many
smaller
people know them.
states.
All American
see-
Rejects would probably be ahead of Yellow Card.
Dude, but see, like Newfound Glory,
Swing,
I would take
swing.
Newfound Glory over a lot of those guys.
But they didn't even really have that many, like, in like, because we have knowledge of it, yeah, but like if you think about radio success,
Definitely.
it would have to be
Probably.
Blink 182, Green Day, Bowling for Soup, and Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
All
I feel like
American Rejects.
Fall Out Boy's definitely up there, bro.
Simple
Because
Plan.
they've had a bunch of songs like in movies that people like.
That
Yeah.
used album was all over the Transformers movie.
That is
Pretty
true.
handsome
Used?
awkward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that
That
was
was a
like
good album.
that was kind of the same thing. That was like their pop album,
And
even though
Linkin
it
Park.
wasn't super pop.
What's Linkin Park?
Ooh, Linkin Park would probably be there.
Oh, I could see that.
But they like most of their good songs were on that one album, Hybrid Theory.
Well, they did that shit with Jay-Z too. They worked with Jay-Z.
So what?
Bro, that's fucking incredible. While
He
these
also
other
had him-
bands are working with
He also
Haley
had him
Green.
killed, bro.
Huh?
Wasn't Jay-Z one of the people involved in the whole
The main
the
singer.
cover up of the
Chester?
yeah,
Oh, I didn't read that one.
because he had sex with Aaliyah when she was underage.
Jay-Z did?
That's bro, you're the one.
The guy
you're-
that passed away.
No, Jay-Z did.
No.
Wait, what
no.
the fuck?
Remember
Jay-Z's
Eddie?
old.
No, Eddie was telling us about the conspiracy that they died or that those guys were killed because they were going to expose a pedophile ring within the music industry. Jay-Z, I think, was one of those people. Jay-Z and Beyonce were on the list because he had sex with Aaliyah
Dang,
underage.
bro, Roberts. I did say that is true. They were going to expose because him and Chris Cornell.
That's
They
why
were
he got
supposed-
connected to him, bro, so he could tap in, figure out the inner workings, bro. We just figured it out. Come on.
Dang, bro.
Huh?
who killed
Jay-Z doing this? Why is he doing
Shot
this
Rocky
for?
Baby?
My mind's blown right
What
now.
is this, Jake?
Yeah, actually, Robert, you actually put that shit like fucking history.
Eddie's
You know?
Eddie's about to lose some sleep.
Did I just blow your mind, bro? Let's go. Come on, man.
Jeepers, right?
Seriously,
I'm like-
bro, I'm about to I better watch out after this episode, bro.
I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, hey, don't go to the gas station, bro.
Better stay
No,
inside, bro.
I'm not posting this segment.
What's that next week,
Cut
bro?
this part out.
Yeah, next topic. Sorry, Hove.
I don't
Sorry,
like-
Hove.
That's crazy. Yeah, don't drive to the gas station.
I mean, I didn't really have anything. I had the Drake album because like that was just super popular.
We didn't talk about the 182 album.
Well, it's coming out. It comes out tomorrow, right?
Friday.
Tomorrow midnight.
Oh yeah, maybe. I'm telling you,
Um,
man, there's some bangers on there.
Yeah,
Some bangers.
I'll probably be listening to that. The other thing I was going to talk about was, and Eddie, you might have a little bit more information on this, is the Caleb Williams wanting partial ownership of the team that's going to draft him. Is that kind of crazy?
What?
You didn't hear this?
Dude.
Eddie lost it.
He froze, bro.
No,
You didn't hear that?
no.
Huh?
Let me see here.
Like
Caleb
this guy's
Williams
next
reportedly
John
wants
Elway?
partial ownership of whatever NFL team drafts him.
What?
So he's probably not going drafted.
if Tom Brady can't come back for being a partial owner of the Raiders, what makes this kid think he can own part of a team?
Is that why he can't come back?
Not if he owns the Raiders.
I don't know. I don't know how accurate that is. That there was just reports of that, but I don't think you're allowed to do that. Because Aaron Rodgers wanted partial ownership of the Jets, and I think Roger Goodell was like, not happening. Bullshit.
Yeah, how you gonna own a team? Who does that? Who owns a team that they play for? Has there ever been an instance where that's happened?
Yeah, Jackie Moon.
Bro,
playing tropics. ELE.
I could not. What the?
That's a
Jackie Moon, bro. That guy was like the freaking concession stand operator, the halftime performer.
For a second, I was like, this guy's fucking with me. Oh yeah.
Dude. That's real, bro. That's real. I can't even see Eddie, bro.
Dude.
You can hear him. Screen's frozen.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's like, how do you feel like you can demand that when you haven't even played a game? And then college is not the same thing as NFL.
Big ego.
Well, you remember your ego, right? But also you remember before they were handing out these like guaranteed contracts, Sam Bradford, right? He was the last player to get drafted who had a fully guaranteed contract. When he went over to the Rams, he was making like $98 million guaranteed. He was making more than most vets in the league. And people were pissed off about that. So then they stopped doing that. And that's why they implemented the rookie salary, like wage. But to go in and think you're such hot shit that you deserve your own. I don't hope this guy falls flat on his face, but I hope he gets a good hearty helping of humble pie. Because man.
Yeah, I hope he does it on the Broncos.
I hope even better, bro. I'd love to taste their tears for 2 more years.
I have a hard time, like, bro. I don't know.
I have to cut that out, Robert.
Bro, like I think about Jamarcus Russell. I always think about Jamarcus Russell.
My hero.
When I think about quarterbacks at number 1, and I'm like,
your hero?
No, not my hero. But like,
you said his hero.
That motherfucker bamboozled there. Hey, you watched that film last night? Yeah, bro, I got you. Well, it was a bukkake, so we got you, bitch. That wasn't a game film.
I always think about that.
Watching the right game film. Wrong. That was game film to me.
I don't know, man. NFL is just tricky. It's not like basketball where you can get like the most insane dude is just going to take your team over the top. In basketball, you can kind of get away with that because you only have 5 people. As a quarterback, like you have to have a lot of other stuff play into it, but also like your risk of injury is way high.
Well, look at Bryce Young, man. He's killing it in college. They love this kid. Goes to the Panthers. They're 0-6.
Yeah, but they have a whole lot of shit that they need to do.
Well, but I'm also solidifying your point where you say like it's a team, you know.
But also Stroud is like performing really well.
But the Texans are a lot better off they have more talent on that team. You got to realize that they had essentially 2 number 1 picks. Last year they drafted Stroud and then they traded up to grab that Anderson kid who could have been number 1 overall, right? That running back from Texas that they got was a good, solid piece. They have one of the best left tackles in the game, right? Granted, injuries have been there, but they just have more talent than the Panthers do, you know? But also, like, you think about, you made a good point where with, you know, basketball players, 5-on-5, like, I've never seen a team single-handedly carried by a player like LeBron and the Cavaliers back when they were beating, like, the Pistons and keeping up with the fucking Spurs, right? Dude, the Pistons had a god squad.
Bro, and
he flopped his way to a finals.
That Cavs team was
garbage.
The fact that he made it there, what is his name? Ilgauskas and freaking Carlito
West. What was his name? Delonte West.
West and freaking who was the point guard?
Yeah, Mo Williams.
Mo Williams,
Did they have a
little
Gibson?
man,
Yeah, they had Gibson too, I think.
Daniel
Bro.
Gibson or something like that.
The fact that they made it to a final, they beat a Pistons team that had Ben and Rasheed Wallace, Tayshaun Prince, Rip Hamilton, Chauncey Billups. Bro,
That's crazy, bro. You
they
need to give LeBron
flopped.
James his props.
bullshit, bro.
Do
I
it on
can't-
this podcast right now. Do it on this
No,
podcast.
bro. It was that Tim Donaghy guy who was fucking reffing them games, and that's why he was
Oh my
betting.
gosh. Get out of here,
I'm-
bro. We already passed the conspiracy theory segment.
He's like, I'm riding this under all the way to the championship, baby.
Hmm.
Yeah, bro. They got freaking screwed.
Crazy.
I don't think I was ever more angry as a sports fan than those series.
All right. Let's get off this topic real quick. I want to end with this since we can all kind of chime in. Anybody taking a peek at this new Call of Duty game?
I was talking about that.
I've
with the
seen a couple
coworkers today.
clips.
Looks pretty fun.
What are the thoughts? I was just
I
watching
mean-
a little bit of gameplay the other day.
Is it not just Modern
The same
Warfare
thing.
2, but like refurbished?
I don't know. I was looking at like the kind of like the Warzone aspect of it, and it looked like the exact same thing as what it was.
I've just seen clips from like Domination or like Team Deathmatch.
I haven't.
And it's like the same maps. It's like the maps are almost exactly the same, just a little bit different.
As Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah.
So is it just a remake?
I don't really know.
It's like a hybrid, I think.
Apparently the gameplay is different. Like it feels better, but I
What are
haven't
the
tried it
maps
yet.
on
I was
Modern
gonna
Warfare 2?
download it.
Karachi?
Like Rust, Estate.
Was Wasteland on there?
Do
I
they
don't
have a
know. I
nuke?
didn't see Wasteland. I think they have a nuke.
Mm.
It's so funny that you brought this up because I just
got
got I got an email like 3 days ago, and it's like, hey, Sony's going to renew your like online playing thing. You know how you have to subscribe for a year
For
Yeah.
PlayStation Network?
for next month, dude. I'm like, should I let that shit renew or should I not?
No.
It's like $80, bro.
You support China? Come on, bro.
I didn't
That's
say that.
crazy.
Only for renews.
I just got me the new iPhone, bro.
Did it come in the mail?
15. Is that the new one?
Hold on, I'll let
Let
you
me
guys
just-
talk for a second.
Robert said China, and then I just thought of that, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm a piece of shit too.
I
So,
mean, what are you
man,
gonna do, bro? You need a phone in this day and age. Can't live without it.
I just every time I look at Apple and then I hear them like that Foxconn place, and then you see like those photos, it's like, damn, bro, that would be rough, man. That'd be so tough. I don't know if I could.
I mean, everyone's doing it though. Like, if you didn't get an iPhone, you got an Android or something. I'm sure they're doing the same shenanigans. You know what I mean?
Think so?
I feel like, yeah. I mean, all these phones I feel like are probably made out of the same material and shit. So
Was Wasteland the map where you guys would noob tube across the map as soon as the game started?
and then you had that what's that perk called where you one man army
Yeah, and you just
and then you
reload
pick the
it.
same you pick the same class, bro.
That shit's so broken.
Dude.
That was
That
such a fun game, bro. I don't know.
So fun.
I think that was the worst one.
Worse,
W2?
I wasn't good.
just
at
because,
that.
yeah, just because you were bad
Bro.
at it, bro.
I just
I think we've had this conversation.
we did. Sorry, we had memory lane pop up.
Wait, so that's the thing that I don't understand. They are calling this one Modern Warfare 3.
There
but
was
it's
already a
remake
Modern
of
Warfare
Modern
3.
Warfare 2 when there was already a Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah, I don't understand it either.
Help it make sense, Sony, Activision, whoever made it.
Call it a remake.
What do you mean?
But wasn't Modern Warfare 2 already remastered too?
But no online, right? You
Yeah.
couldn't play online. I remember
You
that.
couldn't play
And
online. I didn't know.
they took away the scene where you shoot up everyone in
In
the
the airport.
In the airport,
They did that right
that
after.
shit was
though.
gnarly.
That was on the That was like right after they
They-
released the
Yeah,
original one.
they fixed that pretty quick after they released the original.
I think they just remastered it a couple years ago for like the
You
new
think that-
consoles.
You think that original is worth way more money than the remastered one?
I don't understand why.
Just for that scene, probably not.
Like, I don't understand why you would take that out. It's a war game, and you're shooting people constantly, anyways.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe during the time it was insensitive. Maybe there was a shooting that happened.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
Still, that game was fun. That was probably peak. I like Black Ops 2 a lot too, though.
Black Ops was dope.
Those games are. I feel like they've all kind of played out, man. Like they're all the same thing now.
Well, honestly, I think a lot of it is just the gameplay's fine. It's just the maps, man. I don't
What
think
about
the maps-
Titanfall? Bring back Titanfall. That game was fun.
Never played it.
What are you laughing at, bitch?
Because you're fucking clowning right now, bro.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
Titanfall? Look up the gameplay of Titanfall. Titanfall was fun.
Bro, I did look it up. You're better off playing Advanced Warfare.
No, Titanfall was fun.
I mean, that's where Apex stemmed from. Titanfall 3.
Really?
They canceled Titanfall 3 and turned it into Apex.
That's nuts.
It's the same developer?
I think so.
Robert just got mind blown, dude.
I didn't know that.
You know,
What about
District
G-
9 was supposed to be a Halo movie.
What was?
District 9.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I
what
heard
District
that.
9 is.
I heard that when it was
Oh.
coming out. I never saw that movie.
A robot movie or something.
I heard it was terrible.
No, it was good.
Was it?
Was it as good as Chappie?
Chappie was goated, dude.
Chappie needs to be put
Shit
up
was
on.
fun to watch.
Never
What are you
seen it.
laughing at, Mason? You got something to say too?
No, I was just thinking about Chappie, bro. Chappie's good.
Chappie. Is there any new movies coming out? We haven't even talked about movies yet.
Oh, Jake and I went and watched Dumb Money. That was a good movie.
I went and saw The Exorcist. It was fucking all right. Just like every other
Exorcist?
scary movie.
You went and saw it for enjoyment?
No, one of my friends wanted to go see it. She
Oh.
bought the tickets, so I was like, "Yeah, I'll go."
I don't mess with those movies.
I'm
Bro,
with
the
Robert.
thing about that one though is like I feel like it wasn't even scary.
Is it based on a true
It was just
story?
like-
Most of them are?
No.
Bro, do you guys see that that new one with Leo in it, The Killers of the Flower Moon?
Oh,
That
yeah.
thing is
That one
3
was good.
hours and 26 minutes.
Is it directed by Martin Scorsese?
Is directed by
It is directed by Martin Scorsese.
yep.
Damn.
He needs to
That's a
switch
long
up
ass
the,
movie.
He needs to switch
3
up the
hours,
formula.
3.5 hours, bro. You're
What? You
that's a
got to tell the
long-ass
story the
time.
right way. It's based on a true story. You can't leave any facts out.
How long is
I
the
mean-
Titanic?
It's like 3 hours.
Because when it first came out, it came on like 2 separate tapes, no?
Yeah.
I'm about to be doing that on the cruise. I'm gonna go.
I
sit
mean-
Oh, in
every
the
single
front.
day, just-
Oppenheimer was 3 hours too.
and
Was it?
I wanted to kind of go back on that movie because I've had time to kind of sit and think about that movie. I think it was overhyped. To be
Which
honest,
one?
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
I still
I
haven't
probably
seen it.
said that already.
I feel like I don't know if you said it was overhyped, but you said you were like bored. I
I was
think.
disappointed. Maybe I was a little let down.
Yeah. When the bomb exploded, I was thinking like it was gonna fuck shit up. And I was just
I was kind of wanting to see it.
I wanted the theater just to be shaking, bro. I don't know why. I think that's what I was picturing.
I think it would have added perspective if maybe it would have if you would have saw the damage that it did to Hiroshima.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, not that we don't know, but just to
Just like cuts the scene. Or
yeah,
when-
just
when the bomb goes off.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's like
just
the Modern Warfare 2 equivalents, like they didn't want us to be
It just
put on to
Get
how
any ideas?
just terrible people we actually are.
but also like we're in the midst of a potential nuclear warfare, and then they're over here making a. I think that was the whole point of the movie, though. People are like, you know, Russia, this is like a possibility, so let's really like capitalize on the opportunity of making a movie about, nuclear warfare.
You think they do that to like desensitize people?
I mean, or scare them. I don't know.
Hmm. I don't know. I just like I was just kind of thinking about it and like how I felt about it going into it, and then I keep thinking about it and I'm like, man, that movie wasn't really it for me. I probably won't watch it again, which is crazy.
I don't know, bro. That girl from freaking Midsommar's pretty fine.
I mean, that would be the only reason I watch it.
I mean, you can just
Let's
look
To
that scene
chop
up
that
separately,
out,
right?
yeah.
It's
I'll
on
just
the
look.
What's
I'll
internet.
just
What's that website
the one
that has all
from
the nude scenes?
yeah,
The one that Seth
Oh,
Rogen made.
Yeah.
yeah.
Celebrity Bush or something?
Yeah. There was like
Uh,
a period where there was like a bunch of good movies coming out, and now it's just like dead again. I guess what summer's over, holiday season, nobody's going to the movies.
I don't know.
Season.
I enjoyed the ones.
Holiday.
We watched
It would be
we
so
watched
nice.
we watched Oppenheimer. Barbie was all right. Then we went and watched TMNT.
But
Just
that's what I'm
watched this dumb
saying.
movie.
Those were it was a good there was like a good series of movies. Guardians of the Galaxy was good.
True. Yeah.
Isn't there
Summer's
another
over.
Marvel movie coming out or something?
Yo, the Haunted Mansion movie was actually good. I watched that after Mason said it.
Yeah,
liked
it was
it.
pretty good.
It's pretty solid. The new Hunger Games movie's coming out. That movie looks kind of dope. I really enjoy those movies.
Is that like a side quest or is it all the same thing, just different? Like,
Yeah, side mission.
What? What?
saying, is it like a side character or something?
It's like I think it's like the beginning of how it all started.
Like the prequel.
Hmm.
Oh,
You've been
okay.
reading about that new Snow White movie that's coming out?
No, I've been seeing a bunch of backlash about
Yeah,
some statements
dude.
that the girls made or something like that.
You think Disney's kind of like maybe going overboard with, a lot of what they're doing? Maybe
Bro,
potentially.
Oh yeah.
I
Definitely.
see a lot of that on social media. A lot of people are like especially with Marvel, they're like, I used to be excited for all of the Marvel releases and now I can't follow along. It's just way too drawn out. Like there's no
Like
I just don't think they can get ever back to that hype again.
Like, you think it's too PC? Like they're just trying to conform to a group essentially, or
Yeah, I think I think it's that, but just the amount of content is just so much, man. I think that's the issue nowadays is there's so much content out. It's like you get lost in it and it's like I don't have time to be following like I saw the new Loki season came out and I actually enjoyed the first season, but like even now I see it on commercials and stuff. I'm like, God, do I need to watch everything else to even have an idea of what might potentially take place? Like,
I think the only Marvel show that would be coming out that I'd be kind of stoked for is the Daredevil one. If they bring back that Charlie Cox, the guy who played him.
and
Charlie Cox.
I liked what Netflix did with them, but now that Disney's involved, I don't know if it'll be that good.
With
Disney's kind
birthing
of
all.
played out, bro.
Yeah.
Even the Bob Iger guy said, the guy that runs it now, he said that they were making too much content.
Yeah. The only way they make all their money now is through child sex trafficking.
Through merch in Disney World.
Merch.
For real, bro. Like Snow White, they're gonna have a bunch of dwarfs.
I don't know. I
The
just
correct
saw
term
that.
is little people.
Oh my gosh, bro. I'm getting torched this episode, bro. But yo, do they hire little people to play the little people though?
Robert, that'd be.
I mean,
they'd
they
be
better.
appropriating little people if they did it.
Yeah. They better.
motherfucker.
I'm not watching it.
But that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. If they don't, that's kind of disrespectful.
Yeah,
And
I
how do
just
you
heard
find
that
that many little people that are in Hollywood? All I
I'm
know
talking
is
about-
one, the
There's-
dude that's
there's gotta
from
be a-
Elf.
What about the guy
But-
from? Oh, never mind. I think you just said him.
Guy from Elf.
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage.
That's the only guy.
What about
that's
Wee
the-
Man?
That guy.
Yeah, we man.
Oh, I was about to say he passed away. That's the other dude. My bad. My bad. Mini me.
Yeah,
Yo, we got to get off of here before I get torched again, bro. Before I say something stupid.
That's been all episode, my guy.
Oh,
I've
bro,
been stringing a bunch of episodes of me saying stupid shit together. I'm about to just shut the fuck up.
I think I should.
That's
Yo,
what
like,
they.
like what the idea that I had when starting this thing was like to get educated, and I'm somehow just getting dumber.
Because we're not comprehending what we're reading and shit.
It's provocative. It gets the people going.
True. Yeah,
Ding, 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 ding.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's the episode, people. We're out of here.
Drop a like.
Yeah, do all of the
follow.
stuff. Like, subscribe, follow us on our socials. Hey, we're gonna get some stickers made. All right, so you can order them. Hopefully, that would be a good idea to sell some stickers.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we're getting our merch up. Like who were we just talking about? Disney. We're gonna start getting that merch out,
Yeah.
and it's
We'll
gonna
make
be a
some money.
sticker because that's the only thing we can afford right now. T-shirts are too expensive, especially in this economy. So.
Inflation.
Yeah, hit all of the buttons that get you back here next time, and I'll try and be a little bit more educated. Anybody else have ending statements that they want to leave with the people?
Thanks for listening.
Come back next week.
Thanks for watching.
Caleb Williams, you're a bitch.
Damn, calling him out.
Keep your head up.
I hope you go to Denver and lose your whole career to Kansas City.
That report came out crazy after he freaking played like shit against Notre Dame too. Either way, yeah, Caleb Williams, you're not it. All right. You don't have to subscribe to the channel. We don't want you. We don't want you as a fan. Lame-o. All right. Peace out. We're out of here. Everyone, be safe. Be nice to each other. Anything that we said that was offensive or offended you, we apologize. Me primarily. And I'll try and correct it. But thanks for tuning in.